There are two countries on this planet with a Sinimustvalga, a national flag that is blue, black, and white. So yes, I'm starting this story with a trivia. Can you name the two countries?
Estonia and Botswana?
Estonia and Botswana, yes, absolutely correct. So the greatest country in the world, Estonia, and Botswana, also a great country, Africa's oldest continuous democracy, and it's home to the world's largest inland delta. So you know, a delta usually where the sea splits up when the river splits up when it gets to the sea. This is a river that just flows into a desert, and it splits up into the desert, it seeps into there. And I'm telling you all this because this is where this story is set. So I went camping in the Okavango Delta, the world's largest inland delta, this place teeming with wildlife. And a friend who lives locally, he decided to take me in. He gave me like a safari tour, and we decided to stay overnight. So we found a nice clearing. We just had the vehicle, this truck. We parked it up. We made a nice campfire in the middle of the clearing, and we had a great night, having a few beers, sitting around the campfire, until at one point, I kind of look over to my side and I see something moving at the edge of the forest. And I look over to my friend. So my friend knows the forest really well, so I'm looking for some kind of reassurance. And I said to him, like, I think we've got a visitor joining us. And he looked over and he said, like, impala. And I was like, oh, I was so relieved. Like, impala are these really friendly, deer-like creatures. And so he started telling me all these facts about impalas. And I look over again. And I see it's coming towards us, which is a bit unusual for a prey like an impala. It's a bit more of a thing that a predator would do. So you've got this creature with moving in quite, I would say, a cat-like way towards us, getting closer and closer. And so I look back at my friend who, like, this guy, he knows the forest. He must know if he says it's an impala, it must be an impala. And I said to him, like, are you really sure this is an impala? He's still telling me facts about impalas at this point. And when I double check with him, he does something that really quite alarms me, which is he puts his hand up like that and starts kind of looking around. And it's at that moment that I realise that this guy can't see shit. He's sitting on the other side of the fire. He can't see past the light of the fire, so he can't see what I see. So I look back again, and I see two lionesses walking towards us. Now, there's a lot to be concerned about in that word lionesses. But there's the lion bit. There's the fact that it's plural. And also, like, female lions are the ones that do the hunting at night. I don't know if you guys know this. So female lions do the hunting, and then with one male lion, and they bring the bodies back to the male lion who starts eating first. So the male lion eats all the good food. Lions. Not really very progressive, actually, when you think about it. Need some feminism, too. Hopefully this video isn't going on YouTube, or we are going to get some comments. Now the woke mob are trying to cancel lions. I'm not trying to cancel lions. Apart from in this story, I did want to cancel these particular lions, but not because of their political views, not because of the order in which they were going to eat us, but more just the general eating us bit. So my friend tells me the advice which I already knew, that in this kind of situation, you stay still, you don't run, you just pretend to be kind of like another predator. Don't make yourself look like prey. Don't run, which is much easier fucking said than done when you're actually in the situation. I did want to run. I wanted to run straight to the truck, which was the only place we had that I could lock myself away, I hoped. So I quickly looked up at the truck, then I looked down again, and I was able to calculate instantly the exact likelihood of being able to get to the truck in time before being eaten. Not because I'm great at calculating stuff, but because I saw next to the truck is another fucking lion. A male lion, the one male lion. So now we have two female lions and we have one male lion. It's night, so they are hunting, and they're hunting us. So these lions, they kind of encircle around us a bit. And spoiler alert, hello. I'm still here. I didn't get eaten. And actually, this story doesn't really have a dramatic ending because we followed the advice. We stayed still, kind of looking down. I think maybe if it happened to me today in this was pre-Instagram times. I think if it happened to me today, the first thing I'd do is be getting my phone out thinking, this would make a really good Instagram story. Definitely going to get some likes for this. But no, the lions, they circled around us a bit. They looked at us and eventually decided we weren't delicious. So one by one, they walk off into the night. So I was terrified. I was still shaking afterwards, but the lesson I take away from that is that sometimes in life you just got to stand your ground. And if I had have known that kind of like 10 years later on the other side of the planet, I'm going to make a few people laugh at this story, totally fucking worth it. So thank you very much. That's the night I was encircled by lions, or was I? Thank you.
Awesome. Very nice. Good start.